names have been suppressed, but it is believed that the deceased 12-year-old was recently acquitted of serious criminal charges. The boy's body was found at home, and his parents are assisting police in their investigations.
Have you seen the news? I'm guessing that's Max Gardner.
Dylan sent me a text about it, so I'd say yes. Do you think he killed himself?
Could have been an accident.
Another one. How likely is that?
How likely are any of the things that walk through our door?
True.
Sean Gardner killed Max.
The father.
Says it was an accident.
He killed him.
Interviewed him last night.
Do I have to watch this?
How's Virginia?
She was under sedation last night. She saw it happen.
She was there.
They reconciled about a month ago. They'd been back together living as a family.
We were too scared to leave Max alone with Ethan. You know, the baby. One of us always had to be with him, just in case. Not that we weren't worried about Ella, but Ethan's so small and so helpless. We were in the kitchen, me and Max and Ethan. Virginia, I don't know where she was exactly, somewhere close. I heard this crash in the hall, and then Ella called out. She'd fallen and hurt herself. Now, I raced out to see if she was okay, and she was fine. Just a bump and a fright. I kissed her better, and I went back into the kitchen. Max was leaning over Ethan, right over him, over his face, and he was putting something in his mouth. I panicked. I raced over and I just shoved him out of the road just to get him away from Ethan. And I grabbed Ethan and I picked him up and I just held him tight. And I checked his mouth and there was a grape. And he started crying. And I was just shushing him, telling him everything was okay. And Virginia, I don't know where she came from. She was right there beside me. Besides me and Ethan. And I was so focused on Ethan, I didn't even think about Max. I heard this sound and I couldn't work out what it was, and it was Virginia. She was beside Max on the floor, cradling him and rocking him. He hit his head when he fell.
Max was feeding him.
You don't feed a baby grapes.
You and I know that. A 12-year-old doesn't.
This is a very smart 12-year-old we're talking about.
And a man who hated him. I'll keep you posted, let you know if forensics turns up anything.
Thanks. Are we going to be at loggerheads over this Gardner case too?
No, of course not. We'll just proceed on the evidence.
Sean's admitted to accidentally killing Max. Can't we leave it at that?
Well, he's always hated Max.
Hate? Really? I mean, he didn't trust him. He was probably afraid of him, but hate?
It is possible Sean did it deliberately. Aren't we supposed to look at all the possibilities?
He was saving his baby's life. It's defense of another.
Maybe Sean did push him, but Max was pushed with enough force that he died when he fell.
That force comes from the same place that helps a mother lift a car off a child trapped underneath. It's instinct. It's not murder. Oh, and congratulations.
That's all right. Have you spoken to the police already?
Not yet, no. don't think Sean should be charged with anything. I think he loves you and his children so much. He's confessing to something he didn't commit. He's an old-fashioned man. I've seen that in him. He believes a mother's place is with her children. Tell me I've got the story wrong.
Max didn't make a sound. There was no bang, no cry, nothing. I could only hear Ethan choking. He was spluttering and gasping for breath. He had these grapes in his mouth, and there was one stuck in his throat, and I dug it out, and he was screaming, and it was so frightening. I just held him. Sean had already called the police before I realized anything had happened to Max. He was telling them there'd been an accident and that he'd pushed him. I tried to talk him out of it. He wouldn't listen to me. He still won't.
It's all right.